Friends of the Family, Episode 5. The electric violet sky of New Metropolis shimmered with thousands of intersecting light tracks, where automated cargo pods traveled across the upper atmosphere. In the year 10,323, human movement was flawlessly instantaneous. On the central recreational plaza, citizens merely tapped their metallic high-tech wristwatches, typing in coordinates to teleport from one floating platform to another, completely bypassing the ancient need for cars or streets. The landscape looked exactly like a high-speed racing simulation, a world of neon-drenched towering skyscrapers and sleek chrome terraces that stretched into the galaxy. Following their historic emotional breakthrough, Sarah, Harrington, and Keziah had chosen to take their families to a beautiful, open-air holographic park in the Central District. Walking side by side were Sarah's three mid-teenage children, Chloe, Ethan, and Lily, alongside Keziah's teenage son, Jaxen. Walking just a few steps ahead of them were Caleb and Zuri, hand in hand, their faces bright with a polite, genuine peace. As dedicated believers in Jesus Christ, the young couple felt an immense sense of joy, seeing the two families finally walking together in unity. A far cry from the fractured relationships that had plagued them since their early childhood days at Jesus Christ Baptist Church. "It feels completely amazing to see everyone finally getting along," Zuri said, her voice soft and polite as she looked back at the group. For years, there was so much unsaid tension. Bringing everything into the light with faith really changes the entire atmosphere. "It truly does," Caleb agreed, adjusting his silver jacket. "When people choose to see eye to eye and forgive, the entire universe looks a little bit brighter. We've been praying for this exact day for a very long time." Sarah offered a genuine, warm smile, a stark contrast to the bitter resentment she had carried for over a decade. "You're right, Caleb. For a long time, my pride kept me completely stuck, but seeing the teenagers happy and watching the family move forward is worth more than any digital database credits." Keziah nodded in total agreement, walking right beside Sarah without a single ounce of the old jealousy that used to consume her. "I feel the exact same way. Carrying that hypocrisy was exhausting. It's time we type in new coordinates for our lives and never look back." Ethan looked over at Jaxen, offering a friendly nudge. "Hey, since our moms aren't fighting anymore, do you want to teleport down to the planetary stadium later and check out the new hoverboard trials?" "Absolutely," Jaxen said with a wide grin, tapping his quantum wristwatch. "My board needs a major database calibration anyway." The grounded, realistic peace of the afternoon was beautifully established. But in this new chapter, progress didn't mean the total absence of a certain uncoordinated celestial jokester. Right on cue, the ambient violet light of the plaza began to violently flicker, turning into a bright, blinding golden radiance. The hovering park benches dropped an inch to the pavement with a synchronized thud as the localized gravity completely shifted. Act 2, the maintenance of peace. With a spectacular, earth-shattering crash, the thin air directly over a massive decorative holographic fountain fractured. Out of absolutely nowhere, a giant, clumsy figure came tumbling out of the rift, completely colliding with a digital floating billboard before rolling across the smooth alabaster tiles like a runaway bowling ball. Mr. Moose had returned to Earth. He scrambled to his feet with a dramatic sway, his massive white wings flapping frantically like a confused pelican trying to navigate a zero-gravity chamber. His golden halo was currently hooked over his left ear like a giant, glowing hoop earring, and a long strand of metallic tinsel from a nearby boutique advertisement was wrapped perfectly around his white collar. He pulled at his robe with a grand, theatrical flourish, his slurred, rapid-fire words immediately filling the ears of the only two women who could see him. "I tell ya, I tell ya, I tell ya," Mr. Moose shouted, his voice booming through Sarah and Keziah's minds while the teenagers just watched their mothers in total, bewildered silence. "In the Amin Parker series, I don't get no respect. Absolutely none. Maybe I should create my own series where I'm the protagonist. Some folks down here call me Big Moose, but today I'm just an elite celestial guardian angel who just tried to take a high-tech shortcut and ended up spending 15 minutes trapped inside an automated recycling chute. My left wing is currently smelling like cardboard and synthetic fuel. The utter disrespect to a scholar." Sarah and Keziah both let out soft, amused giggles, their previous terror completely gone. They now recognized that this legendary prankster, despite being a complete laughingstock, was genuinely trying to keep them on the right path. "Welcome back, George," Keziah whispered with a smile, careful not to let the teenagers hear her talking to empty air. "We're actually doing really well today. We're maintaining the peace." Mr. Moose stopped his wobbly pacing, his wide, out-of-focus eyes blinking heavily. He executed a clumsy shuffle step to the right, nearly tripping over his own long robe as he pointed a finger at the two women. "Maintaining it? I tell ya, you gotta do more than maintain it, you gotta protect it." Big Moose slurred beautifully, his halo slipping down around his neck like a bright glowing necktie. I went to a futuristic mechanic shop in the Central District yesterday to get my wings calibrated. The high-tech mechanic looks at my feathers, checks my alignment, and says, "George, we can fix the engine, but we can't do anything about the driver being completely upside down." No respect at all. But listen to the big guy. Forgiveness is like a quantum wristwatch. It doesn't do you any good if you keep typing in the coordinates to the old, broken locations. You gotta keep moving forward to the new planets. Sarah blinked, completely blown away by the wisdom hidden inside his ridiculous, slurred presentation. He's completely right. We can't just talk about forgiveness. We have to actively live it every single day. Act 3. A message to the cosmos. Chloe turned around, raising an eyebrow at her mother. "Mom, you and Aunt Keziah are smiling at the empty air again. Is that invisible entity of yours telling jokes again?" "He's actually giving us excellent advice, Chloe," Sarah said with a warm laugh, looking right at the space where Mr. Moose was currently trying to balance a small paper cup on top of his left wing. Mr. Moose completely ignored the conversation, stepping away from the families. He turned his massive torso to face forward, walking straight up to the very front of the scene. He leaned his face incredibly close to the empty air, breaking the fourth wall with absolute unhinged confidence as he pointed a clumsy, blue-stained finger straight at the screen. "Hey you, yes you, the guy currently reading this story. Or, hey you, the guy that's listening to this podcast. Yes, I'm talking to you." Big Moose slurred loudly, a giant, dizzy grin spreading across his face. Can you believe it? The big guy is 2 for 2. I'm moving the plot forward like an absolute professional. I tell ya, my luck is turning around so fast that if I bought a futuristic grocery store, the local Metropolis would probably pass a law making snacks completely free of charge. No respect from the store managers, but the reader knows I'm a literal genius. Caleb and Zuri watched Sarah and Keziah, their hearts filled with polite joy. "Whatever you are experiencing," Caleb said softly, "it is clear that a spirit of joy has completely taken over this family." "It really has," Zuri agreed. "Joy is the greatest sign of healing." Mr. Moose scrambled backward to the center of the terrace, executing a sharp, uncoordinated, completely wobbly salute that accidentally knocked his necktie halo entirely sideways across his nose. He broke the fourth wall one last time with a massive, dizzy smile as Lily tapped her quantum wristwatch, and the entire united family prepared to teleport together into a bright, neon-drenched future under the electric violet sky.